Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I have my 10 in 2020 rolling project pan update for the first one, obviously. The first update that I have for this year. So I had done this last year. If you guys are new to my channel, I did this 9 in 2019. So I'm doing 10 in 2020. This is rolling, so if I have finished anything, I will be rolling something else to replace it. So I have a few changes in this project pan because I suck. So I'm going to get into it, but before I get into it, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alex. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of project pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us, and now without further ado, let's get on with the update. So let's get the obvious out of the bag. I don't know which project pan, whether it was this one or my new decade project pan, and one of the two projects I did not actually add 10 items. I had missed it by one. I don't know, I was confusing myself a million times. So what happened was in my new decade one, I accidentally took one from this project, shifted it over there. I was still using the product anyway. So now that it has inherited itself into a different project pan, I had to add something in here. But it's okay because the product that I added was something that I had started using anyway when I started this project pan. So in reality, it's not something that I'm cheating on or that I didn't get much use out of or I got too much use out of, if that makes any sense. I'm not even going to point out which product it was or what it was. I now officially have 10 products in here, which I originally did. And in my new decade project pan, that I didn't have 10 products, I now officially have 10 products. And if I'm going to call myself out, I even forgot to update you guys on a product in that project pan. I took pictures, videos of everything for that product, and then I forgot to mention it completely because I screwed myself up. So anyway, I'm getting myself together. It is now February. I should get into it. I should know what the heck I'm doing, and obviously I still don't. So you're obviously here to hear about my updates. So we have the 10 products here. There are quite a few products in here that will be leaving us in a good way, and some that will be lingering for quite a bit. So let's go ahead and just get started. So let's start out with the first one. Let's start out with a high note. This is my Revlon Color Stay True Beige foundation. You guys, I am officially done this. I did not expect to be done with it. But yeah, it's done. Look at that. It is completely done. I did scrape it out as best as I could, and I used every little bit of it that I could. My goal was to finish this completely up, and I am happy to say that I did that. I now have one foundation left in my collection, but I did get a coupon from Ulta to allow myself to get a Clinique foundation. They gave me a Clinique foundation basically for free. So I ended up going to Ulta to pick up my shade. So I ended up picking out a new foundation, which is right here. This was a $37 value for free, so I was not going to let that go considering I only had one other foundation in my collection. So now I do have two. They're both brand new. I have yet to use them because I just finished this one, but I will show you guys which one will be replacing that one. Now to go along with that foundation, I had this NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. Now this is the one, this is a white foundation, a white base, a mixer. You can mix this with any liquid product or cream product that you have to lighten it up. So I was doing it with this one because this is my summer shade. Now I had mentioned that once I was done this had to be done or I couldn't use it. I had no purpose for it, and that's where I am right now. This barely has any left in it. I'm sure if I had about a week's worth left of that foundation, I could have finished this one up. But I probably have a week's worth of it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll this out because I have no purpose for it. I will be keeping this product in my collection until the end of this year. If I did not find use for it within this year, I'm throwing this out. I'm not going to give this to someone else unless somebody really wants it because there's barely anything in it and it is getting pretty old. So I don't feel comfortable just donating it because you're not going to get much use out of it. You can really feel the light weight of it compared to when I first brought it into this project pan. So I am going to roll this out. I didn't completely finish it up, but it had its purpose in this project for a reason. It was in here for a reason, and it has served its purpose. So now it is also leaving my collection. So that's 2 products so far out of 10 that are out of here. Now let's move on to the next product, shall we? So this is Miss Meriluminizer. This is a highlighter that I have been working on. My goal for this is to hit pan. I do eventually at some point want to finish this highlighter, but for now I want to hit pan at least, and then we'll see what happens after that. So I've been mixing this highlighter up, the way I've been using it is I've been mixing it with my Pan That Face palette. The highlighter in there is a little bit too dark for me right now, so I mixed these two shades together. So I will show you a picture of where I stand with that now, and I will do my best to do close-up of all the products that have some usage or can see usage out of them, so you guys can see them and I don't have to like shove it right up in your face. So here is Miss Mary Lou. As you guys can see, she has a pretty nice dip in here. Can you guys see that? She has a nice dip. I'm very, very happy with her. I have not, you can kind of see the rings in there too. I have not been using excess of it. I've been using more of a bigger brush, so I've been getting more of the surface of it versus a very small amount. So it's a nice dip in there. Again, I've been using it with that one. I am wearing it today. You guys can see that it's not all over in the face because I blend it out with the rest of my face products. So it's beautiful. I love it. I really, really do like this one. This is one of my oldest, if not at this point, my oldest single highlighter, and she still works perfectly fine. I spritz her here and there with some rubbing alcohol to disinfect her. She's good to go. So again, my goal is to hit pan, and I think you guys can see right there, I should be able to do this within the next 2 months at least. Next up, you guys, is this huge thing. This is my Sephora bronzer. This is the Sol de Rio bronzer. Now, my goal was to hit pan on it. As you guys know, this is a big bronzer. In my intro, you already could see the ridges, like the actual pan itself, like the ridge imprint of it. So I was getting close. My goal was to hit pan, and then I was going to see from there if I should keep it into this project. So I'll show you a picture where I was, and here is where I stand today. You guys, look at that heifer of a pan. I am so proud of myself. I genuinely love this bronzer. I really, really do, especially for this time of year. It just works, come on, man. It works really good for this time of year for me because it is not so orangey or too dark for me. I'm wearing it today. I can really pack this on and it won't look like too much. I really like this one. So now that I have hit pan on it, and you guys, after having it for so many years, the smell is still there. Like, I guess it depends on how you preserve your makeup, that your makeup really does last. You just got to take care of it. So this is working perfectly fine. It hasn't broken me out, even though it's super old. I really, really like it. So because I already hit my goal on it, I'm going to make a new goal for it, and I'm going to continue to use it until I start to get a tan. Because this will not work when I have a tan because it barely shows up now. I have to really pack it on. So when I get a tan, it's not going to show up. So I'm going to still keep this into the project and try to see how much more damage I can do. I'm a little nervous that it's going to start cracking. So I got to be strategic about this. So I've been putting my brush right over here, trying to go around the edges and not so much over here because I don't want it to crack. So I hit my goal on this, but we're going to continue to work on this puppy because bronzers are so easy for me to pan. That's my one face category that's a powder that I can blow through like nobody's business. Highlighters and blushes are a whole different story. Now we have my MAC Pro Long Concealer. So this is where we were right here, and now this is where we are at. This is going to be my typical progress on this product. I don't use a lot, and this is what I've been using every single day since God knows how long. I will be replacing this once it's done. My goal is to finish this up. I give it till the summertime and then it'll be gone. But so far so good. I enjoy it. I love it. It's what I'm wearing. It's my favorite. Next up is my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector in medium. I'm kind of bummed about this product. So my goal was to use this up. As you guys can see from the picture, I had a lot left, and here's where I stand right now. I got that little bit of slivet left. Like, I don't have that much left in here. So I have a feeling this will be gone. This will be gone by the end of this month. I don't see it going past the month of February. I'm a little bit upset though because I was going to replace this with the NYX Corrector. That has now been discontinued. I cannot find it anywhere. And this is no longer sold at Ulta. I wanted to use a 20% off coupon that Ulta had sent in January to replace this product, but they no longer sell it on Ulta's website. They sell it on the It Cosmetics website, but do I really want to spend $30 on a corrector? No, I really, really don't. So I've been looking at my options to see. I'm going to play it, you know, by ear to see how my MAC Pro Longwear does with my dark circles. If I feel like that's sufficient, I'm not going to repurchase it. But if I do, I'm looking at the Clinique one. So if any of you guys have used the Clinique one, the Camouflage Corrector in Apricot, let me know, because that's the one I'm looking at to get. So my goal is to finish this up anyway, and I should be there by the end of this month. Now we have our eyelid primer. This is the Balm Put a Lid on It. So here is where we started, and here's where we're at right now. It's actually not too bad. This is going to take me a while because I don't use a lot because it's very greasy on my lids. It's going to be in here for a while. What else can I say? My goal is to finish it up. You'll be seeing this for the next few months. Now we have my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. I really have been enjoying this product. This product is what I'm wearing all over my face. Most of these is what I'm wearing on my face. Yeah. All these products that I'm sharing with you guys, I have been wearing on my face. So this is where we are right now. I noticed that you probably won't be able to tell much of a difference. So I weighed it, and this weighs 2.4 grams. So going forward, I'm just going to continue to weigh it so you guys can see some sort of progress, because me even looking at it, it's not really showing much because this is a baked product. So you're not really going to see too much of a progress going forward until I hit pan it finally. So this is going to be in here for a while, and that's okay because I really do enjoy it. It looks really, really nice on the skin. Now here is the product that we're not going to talk about. This is the Clarins Mascara Super Volume. I thought I had put a mascara in here. I may have put a mascara in here and I didn't realize it. Oh well. Anyway, so this one is actually a pretty good mascara. I kind of dig it. So this is what I've been using. I still have a little bit of life left in it. If you want to see how this looks like on my lashes, if you check out Monday's video where I did the duping of 5 new makeup releases, I am not wearing any lashes there, and you could see that this is the mascara I'm wearing. It really volumizes my lashes. It really makes them stand out. It's nice and black. It doesn't flake. I like it. It gives me volume and it gives me length. So I do enjoy this one. I'm not mad at it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I do like it. So I'm gonna finish this one up and then I'll roll a new mascara in. Last but not least, let me make sure I counted 10. Yes, this is the 10th product. This is my Cover FX powder. I started out with 1.4 grams. I didn't expect to finish it, and here we are. All gone. I took out the sifter, you guys, and we are Finicio with this one. This one was a bit of a surprise because the powder coated all around the actual container. So I couldn't tell whether I was almost done or not until I would hold it up to my actual softbox lights. And then I realized I was almost done with it. It really caught me off guard, but I'm really happy I finished it. This was one of my oldest powders in my collection. I purchased this years ago on my own, thinking that it could be a highlighter. I was going to declutter it this year, and then I thought to myself, well, now that my skin is not so oily, maybe I can get away with it in the wintertime. And sure enough, it looked absolutely beautiful. So I was very happy I got my money's worth out of it and I used it up. And I would consider repurchasing this in the future when I'm officially done all of my powders, and I would only pick one glowy and one matte powder. And I think that is perfectly fine for me. So I met my goal and I finished this one completely. My very first powder of 2020. All right, you guys, so that means we will be rolling in 3 new products. So I have my 3 products already here, ready lined up for you guys. So the first product we are going to be rolling in is my IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is it right here. I have not even used it once. Oh no, I have used it once. It looks like I've used it once. I just don't remember. So I have used it once, but it is practically brand new. So this is probably going to be in this project pan the rest of the year because these last a very, very long time. This is now my oldest foundation because the one that I just purchased is only a week old and I have yet to even open it up. So this is my oldest foundation. We're going to roll this one in and it'll be in here for the rest of the year. The next product that I want to use up is this Benefit Brow Conditioning Primer. I have 2 of these or 3 of these in my collection. Never used them. I think these are deluxe sample sizes. I'm not sure. I don't even know how to use this. I guess you put it on your brows before you put on your stuff. First time use, twist base, daily use, click pen once and glide it over the brows, let it dry. Great, now I'm gonna have to let it dry. So I wanna use this whole thing up. So we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens with this product. Who knows? I have no idea. Last but not least will be this. This is the Jane Iredale Hydrating Spray. As you guys can see, it's not even opened up. So my goal is to use this completely up. This has an expiration date of September of 2020. So I do want to use this up before then because I don't want it to break my face out. So this is the last product that I will be rolling in. My goal again is to completely finish this up. Very, very quickly before my camera dies on me, these are my goals for next month. I have a feeling that this corrector will definitely be done. I think that I will definitely be expanding more of this bronzer, a lot more. I am hoping that maybe I could see even more of the rings on my Mary Luminizer, and I think at this point that is basically it. Everything else in here will be staying for the rest of the duration of this project pan, I'm pretty sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put more videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until then, bye guys.